Hey everyone, I got a new mold, so of course I have to do something with it. It's the Bubble Edge mold from Pouring Your Heart Out. It is so cool. Um, so I thought, oh, let's make a flower with it. I did want to paint the edge with mica powder, but I said, no, you don't have to do that the first time. Just go ahead and make it. All right, so what I did is I mixed up 9 ounces of craft resin. It's a 1-to-1 low viscosity resin, and it generally works really well with flower effects, which I'm going to do today. I went ahead and mixed up my resin. I divided the 9 ounces amongst 5 cups. My first color is Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Grape Juice, and I put 6 drops. I know I talk so well. 6 drops in here and mixed it well. Next, I used Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Green Apple. And again, I did 6 drops. I debated putting more, but I only went with 6. Then I did Smurf. I wanted to do something colorful, and I think these colors will achieve it. And then I used Let's Resin Chameleon Powder Galaxy for something a little different. And I love the way their chameleon powders look. I think it'll give it something special. We'll see. Next, I have my white, and I used Let's Resin Ocean White, and I put about a pea size, maybe a little bit more than a pea size drop in there to get my white. And so now we're just ready to pour. I wasn't 100% sure how much resin I needed for this, so I do need to pay attention to when I'm pouring so that I don't pour too much in this cup. I'm going to start with my dark color along the edge, up on the edge just a tiny bit. I like how those little bubbles fill in with resin. Isn't that cool? All right. Next, I'm going to do my green apple. And I am just going to pour this in the center. I'm going to give it a second to move into the center on its own a little bit more. My grape juice, just letting it move a little bit on its own. Maybe give it a little shove ourselves. And the reason that I do this is it seems to pour more evenly if there's already a layer down. And I sort of want it an even circle. All right, so here's my green. And I'm thinking I poured a good amount of resin. It looks like it's filling just about where it needs to be. All right, let's give it a little shot of heat now. Gotta be extra careful. My new mold. Do not want to burn it. All right, next we have our mica powder, just giving it a final stir to make sure the powder is mixed in completely. And I'm going to try to do this in the purple. My hands are not very steady, so I'm hoping I get it in the purple. And you see, because it's a bubble edge, it is going to create bubbles around the edge, because anytime that the resin has to work around edges, around things, there's intricacies and stuff like that, you do get a little bit more bubbles. But that's okay. We're just going to let the bubbles be for now. And now we got to look at our white. I actually probably could have poured more resin, but since this is a first try with this, I think this is okay. All right. And now I'm going to try to pour inside the mica powder. All right. And our white is done. And you see we have a little bit more room. So yeah, I probably could have gone with 10 ounces of resin for this. I'm gonna give it a quick shot of heat inside the circle. Again, trying not to hit the edge. And I'm so overly cautious because this is a new mold that I am just going to look for bubbles and try to pop them on my own rather than using a heat. I could use the heat gun, but I don't want to move this around. So I'm just going to go in here and just pop the ones that I see. And that's just me being overly cautious with my new mold. Just bring the bubbles to the top. Usually if you just bring them to the top, they are going to pop on their own as this cures. All right, I'm going to give it one more shot of heat in the center. One more. All right, and then we will come back when, oh, we got to do the center. All right, so I had sitting over here my little containers of different things I had going on. These are all my bits and bobs that I've put in here to make other centers, and I had extra. And I was trying to decide what colors would be the strong colors here. I don't know. It's really between these two, and because it's so close, what I might do is take a little of this and just pour it in there. Give it a mix. Now I have something with lots of color in it. All right, and then I'm going to find the center, I hope. Dump it in. Looks like I'm a little too far that way. Looks like I got it now. Had to stand up to see. All right, then I'm just going to keep an eye on that because I don't mix it with resin, or I prefer not to mix it with resin. I may get some bubbles that pop up, and I'll get rid of those as they come up if needed. Otherwise, I'll see you back when we're ready to unmold. All right, we're here to check this out. One of the things I thought, because I see that the center is going to be clear, is that I need to do something to compensate for the size of the mold. Whenever you have a larger mold, your center may cure slower or not do what you want it to do, or even cure faster if it's a deep mold. And sometimes, like with blooms, they don't bloom. So I'll have to think about it when I'm using this mold, but this is the first time with it, so I expected some hiccups. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to see it because I love this mold. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at the edge. Can you see that? All the different colors? And the middle is actually pretty cool. Like it stands out. I'm pretty sure the camera's not going to catch it right, but I will in the pictures. It's very cool. I love the bubble edge. Just look at that. Just gorgeous. But we will work on a different center, something to do, maybe doing our white differently. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out.